Okay, hi! Today we're going to take a look at one of the most essential and most common tools in Excel that everybody should learn as soon as they begin using Excel. It is called AutoSum. And perhaps you'll learn a few secrets of it, even if you already know how to use it. So first of all, let's take a look at it. AutoSum is available in a couple of places. One is right here on the Home tab, and the same tool is available on the Formulas tab, and it's a little bit more prominent than the one on the Home tab. So usually it works like this. You need to add up a range of numbers, and then all you need to do is click on a cell, usually a spreadsheet like this one, and click on AutoSum. And the AutoSum, what it does, it inserts the sum function into that cell. It is also giving you a suggested range. So this range right here is the one that AutoSum recognized and suggested. And it is correct, so there's not much I need to do. I just click, just hit Enter or Control Enter in order to accept the change and copy it into the other cells. Identically, you can use it in horizontally. Let's say you click on the cell right here, as I click on F5 and then click on AutoSum. And again, it is recognizing the range of cells you would like to add up. And all you need to do is accept your change and then copy the formula down like so. I can copy it all the way. But there are a couple of interesting things about AutoSum. Let me show you what they are. So occasionally, if you're not careful, you might actually get a wrong range, and this is what may happen. So let's say here, I would like to insert a formula in cell C17, and I just do the usual AutoSum. So formulas, AutoSum, and notice that the range that the AutoSum gives me is actually incorrect. It should not be including this into my sum range, but Excel doesn't know that this is a label. This is not a number that I would like to add up. So that is one thing that might happen. If that happens, there are a couple of ways to fix it on the fly. You can simply resize your AutoSum suggested range like so, or let me do it again. I'm going to hit AutoSum. What you can do, you can select the range, and if you start selecting immediately, it will overwrite the range that the AutoSum feature suggested to you. And of course, the same way horizontally, if I try to do AutoSum in cell G5 here, I'm going to click AutoSum. Notice that Excel is including the employee ID, because Excel does not have any idea that this should not be included in the range that I would like to add up. So again, I can resize the range if I notice it, or alternatively, I hit AutoSum and just select a new range. As soon as I start selecting, the suggested range is being overwritten, and the sum function that's inserted by the AutoSum is changing the range that it is referencing. So I'm going to hit Control Enter and copy it down, and this one I can copy all the way down here. There's a few more things. If you have blank cells in the range that you would like to add up, the AutoSum is not going to select the correct range. It will stop at the blank. So let me show you. So here in cell B17, I'm going to click on AutoSum. And notice that the range that is suggested by Excel, by the AutoSum, is actually incorrect. So I need to change that range again. So I need to resize it, or just plain, select the new range, and here you go, right? So, and get my range. Also horizontally, the same thing. If you hit AutoSum, the blank cell will break the range, and I need to select the range that I would like to add up. You want to be careful keeping an eye on those. If you have a huge spreadsheet and you don't really see all the numbers, sometimes you have a blank cell somewhere, and the AutoSum is not going to give you the correct range. I've seen beginners do that mistake quite a bit. So there's a couple more things I wanted to show you today. you can work AutoSum in a slightly different way. So one example, if you select all the data in a spreadsheet like this, which I call cross-tab report or pivoted data or a matrix type report. So if you just select the whole range of data here and then click AutoSum, AutoSum is now filling the sum function into the cells below, like so. Let me do it again. So I select it, hit AutoSum, and now here I have my sum functions. I'm going to undo, however, and show you another way. You can include empty cells below or and also on the right-hand side like that. If you include them, then AutoSum will assume that that's where you want the formulas. And sure enough, I can hit AutoSum, and all of these cells are filled with the correct, with the sum function with the correct range being referenced, and also all of these cells down below, the totals for columns and totals for rows, are filled with AutoSum. So a few ways to work with it. I mean, it's a really simple tool, and most people learn it as soon as they begin learning Excel. Sometimes people even use it without actually knowing what formulas or functions are. They just go click on AutoSum and be happy about it. But anyway, I hope you learned a couple of new things, and if you like it, like it. If you love it, subscribe, and happy Excelling.